Yes, ladies and gentlemen, episode 55 of Pokemon Horizons titled Showdown. The Paldea Elite Four just dropped, and in this episode, our heroes will team with their gym leaders that they trialed against to face off against the Elite Four. How will it go? Let's talk about it. After our heroes are back in Naranja Academy, Director Clavel explains to them that he has something fun planned. That something turns out to be exhibition matches against the Elite Four. At first, our heroes are nervous, but they become less so when Nemona tells them that they will be tag team battling with their gym leaders as their partner. Meaning first, Dot and Iono will team up, and the Elite Four they'll face, the Steel-type Poppy. The rule here is that the students win even if one of the Elite Four members' Pokemon is defeated, but loses if the student's Pokemon is KO'd. And also, the gym leader is not allowed to terastallize, because it's for the students. The battle between Dot and Iono versus Poppy is a good one. It's between Quaxly and Bellibolt versus Caparaja and Tinkaton. Poppy uses Sandstorm for her double battle strat. I wish we got to see this style more in the games too. Iono sets up a Reflect, allowing Quaxly to get some hits in without taking too much damage back, but Poppy's Pokemon brush off Quaxly's Water Gun in Liquidation. Poppy then breaks the Reflect with Tinkaton's Brick Break before using Rock Slide. However, Bellibolt takes the brunt of the attack and has to use Slack Off to recover. That's when Dot gets an idea. She has Quaxly jump on Bellibolt's stomach to activate its ability, since according to Mr. Jock, its ability activates when its abs shake from impact. This allows it to charge up. Then, after dodging a Gigaton Hammer from Tinkaton by bouncing it in the air, Iono tells Dot to terastallize, and so she does, going blow for blow against Tinkaton's Gigaton Hammer. It sends both Pokemon flying back. However, this distraction allows Bellibolt to get on top of Caparaja, so with its charge being super high due to Dot's strategy, a single close-range Zap Cannon is able to KO Caparaja, giving Team Dot the win. Even though they won, Dot feels like she didn't do much. Iono basically set up everything for her and got the win, but Poppy tells her that she's thinking too hard and hopes that next time they battle, it'll be a lively one. Hearing this, Dot tells Quaxly that she hopes to get stronger with it and Tinkatink. However, a massive explosion occurs as the next person is up. A fun battle with some nice choreography and strategy in display, and while Poppy's only 9, she's shown here to be wiser than her age. That's the same thing with Iono, who's also shown to be way more powerful in this battle. Her ability and her Pokemon are shown to be able to provide both massive defense while having powerful offense. It's so different from how she's shown in the games. The next battle is a short one. Coral uses self-destruct on everyone in the field, and everyone's KO'd. She loses because of it. However, while we don't get much here, we can learn a bit more about what Coral did in her studies. The person she faced off against in her gym battle was Kofu, the water gym leader from Koskarafa. He bought out his Wiglet for his battle here, and the person they faced as their Elite Four member was Larry, who's also the normal type gym leader, but in this case, he's using his flying type Pokemon from the Elite Four. We also learn here a little bit more about Coral, as we learn that she cares about winning amongst everything else, regardless of how it's done. The next battle is Roy and Brassius versus Hassel. This is a great battle for Roy because Hassel is a dragon type gym leader, which is the type of Rayquaza. Brassius uses Dolliv, and Hassel will use Flapple and Baxcalibur. Roy starts off by having Fuecoco use Flame Charge and gets protection from Brassius' Dolliv. However, the move seemingly doesn't do much. Roy has to have Fuecoco dodge Baxcalibur's Glaive Rush. That's because Brassius didn't tell Roy about Baxcalibur's ability, Thermal Exchange, which boosts the attack of the Pokemon when it's hit by a fire type move. So instead, Roy hits both of Hassel's Pokemon with Disarming Voice, which is super effective. Hassel then has Flapple use Grab Apple, which hits Fuecoco because he thinks it's an actual apple, so when it comes close up, it doesn't dodge. That's pretty funny. Roy decides he will fight fire with fire, so he has Fuecoco use another flamethrower, which is supported by Dolliv's Helping Hand. That gets countered by Flapple's Twister, causing a massive fire tornado, and Hassel has Baxcalibur jump into the tornado to increase his attack even more using Thermal Exchange. Fuecoco manages to dodge another Glaive Rush when Dolliv stops Fuecoco by using Grass Knot. Roy has Brassius then use Seed Bomb, which he then has Fuecoco cover with flames with Flamethrower, but Hassel uses Double Protect. Brassius then has Dolliv follow up with Energy Ball, which Roy responds by terastallizing and having Fuecoco use Flamethrower on top of the Energy Ball. However, a weird thing happens where the attack doesn't actually attack Hassel's Pokemon, it just kind of floats in the air and sends out weak fire projectiles. That didn't make any sense to me. So Hassel has Baxcalibur use Blizzard to freeze their attack midair, and then uses it to block the Glaive Rush's view and KOs both Fuecoco and Dolliv, the winner being Hassel. Roy, after the match, in contrast to Dot, is excited about the battle he just had. He talks about how he worked with the other Pokemon well, and says that he learned that battling is done better together, which also causes Hassel to get emotional. A nice battle, but not as well done as the Dot one. A majority of the battle is fine, but the ending where the Energy Ball and the Flamethrower just kind of hover there and do nothing made no sense to me. Either attack or miss. Why are you just staying there? No clue. This means Liko's up next, but before that, we get another short battle. This time, Rika takes on Sidian and Tulip and beats him pretty quickly. Tulip, the Psychic type gym leader, uses her Espathra, and Sidian obviously uses Garganacl, while Rika uses Clodsire and Diglett. We also learn a bit more about Sidian here, as he says that he he can't allow his backup to go down, meaning that during battle, he's usually the type that goes first or takes attacks meant for his other partner's Pokemon. Liko hands her Terapagos over to Dot as she will battle with Katie, who will use her low kicks against Rika's team. Rika's on a winning streak now and ready to go, and that's where we end this episode. A battle-focused episode isn't something we usually get in Horizons often. Some of the battles worked, some of them didn't. However, it is a unique episode for Pokemon Horizons, who doesn't tend to feature that many battles, especially of this tournament style, so it's good to see. While the animation for these battles weren't the most extravagant, they did have some strategy to them. When multiple battle episodes happen in a row, usually only one of them gets great animation, so I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen next episode for Liko. However, I am curious as to where this is heading. Once all of the battles finish, then what? That's why I think something will be set up next episode to push the plot forward. And the teaser shows it has something to do with Terapagos. Either way, it's gonna be a fun two-parter, and I can't wait to see the conclusion to this, as well as the battle between Liko and Rika. But what about you guys? What did you guys think about this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, be sure to like, share, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at TheRealPDGaming, and that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.